Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our video with my name, Yorandika Arya Pemana with student ID 25, 10, 21, 10, and 13.
And my name is Shirley Agusti with student ID 25 10 21 2029.
This video is made for course English for Agriculture under the guidance of our lecturer Muhammad Fadli, PhD.
We hereby declare that this video is our own original work created specifically for this assignment and has not been used for any other purpose.
Today we are going to talk about one of the most important food crops in the world, the rice plants or scientific terms Oryza sativa.
Staple food for more than half of the world's population, especially in Asia, including Indonesia. It belongs to the grass family, Poaceae, and is mainly cultivated in flooded fields called paddy fields or sawah in Indonesia.
Rice plants generally grow well in tropical and subtropical climates with high humidity and abundant water supply. Indonesia itself is one of the largest rice producers in the world and number one in Southeast Asia.
Understanding the biology and cultivation of rice is very important for agrotechnology students. It helps us improve farming techniques, increase production, and support food security for our country.
This video, we will explain the plant's characteristics, growth stats, cultivation methods, and the importance of rice for agriculture and the economy.
Rice has been cultivated for thousands of years with its origin traced back to China and later spreading throughout Asia and the rest of the world. Today, there are more than 400 varieties of rice registered globally, each adapted to different climates, soils, and farming systems.
In Indonesia, rice is deeply embedded in the culture and tradition of the people. From Sabang to Merauke, rice is present in almost every meal, every ceremony, and every aspect of daily life. It's not just food, it's identity.
From an agricultural perspective, rice is also one of the most researched crops in the world. Scientists and agrotechnology experts continuously work on developing better varieties that are more resistant to disease, more tolerant to drought, and capable of producing higher yields to feed the growing global population.
With all of that in mind, let us now explore the rice plants more deeply, starting from its physical characteristics, how it's grown, how it's cultivated, and why it matters so much for our work today.
Let's start with the botanical characteristics of the rice plant. Oryza sativa is an annual grass plant with a fibrous root system, hollow stems called culms, and long, narrow leaves.
The rice plant produces flowers in a structure called a panicle, which appears at the top of the stem. Its panicle contains many small flowers called spiculates, and its spiculates can develop into a grain of rice after pollination.
The height of a rice plant usually ranges from 1 to 1.5 meters, depending on the variety. There are two main types of rice varieties. That's lowland rice, which grows in flooded fields, and upland rice, which grows in dry soil.
If we look more closely at the leaf structure, this rice leaf consists of a leaf that a leaf seed and wraps around the stem, and a leaf gel at the junction between the two. The leaves are responsible for absorbing sunlight and conducing photosynthesis to produce the energy the plant needs to grow.
The root system of rice is also worth noting. As a fibrous root system, it spreads widely near the soil surface to absorb water and nutrients efficiently. In fluid conditions, rice roots are specially adapted to survive in low oxygen environments through a structure called parenchyma. which allows oxygen to travel from the leaves down to the roots.
Regarding the grain itself, what we eat as rice actually the seeds of the plant, surrounded by a husk called the globe. After milling, the husk is removed to produce brown rice. And after further placing, white rice is obtained. Its grain is rich in carbohydrates, making rice on world the most important source of energy worldwide. Rice plants go through three major stages. The first stage is the vegetative stage, which includes germination, seedling growth, and tillering. This is when the plant develops multiple stems or tillers.
The second stage is the reproductive stage. During this stage, the plant develops the panicle under the fruiting, feeding, and flowering. This stage usually takes around 35 days.
The third and final stage is the ripening stage, where the grain filled with starch and gradually change color from green to golden yellow, indicating that the rice is ready to be harvested.
Going deeper into the vegetative stage, germination begins when seeds absorb water and the embryos start to develop. Within 3 to 5 days, the seedling emerges and the first true leaves begin to appear. The tillering process then follows, where new shoots grow from the base of the plant, which is crucial for determining the number of panicles and ultimately the yield.
During the reproductive stage, one of the most critical processes is pollination. Rice is primarily a self-pollinating crop, meaning pollen from the same plants fertilize the eggs. However, crop pollination can also occur in certain conditions, which is important in rice breeding programs to develop new fruit varieties.
In the ripening stage, the grains undergo a process called grain filling, where starch accumulates inside the grain. As the starch content increases, the grain becomes heavier and the panicle gradually bends downward due to the weight. This bending of the panicle is actually a visual sign for farmers that harvest time is approaching. Now, let's talk briefly about how rice is cultivated. First, farmers prepare the land by plowing and flooding the field with the paddy. Then, seeds are sown in nursery before being transplanted to the main field.
During the growing period, farmers must manage water level carefully, apply fertilizer at the right time, and control pests and diseases such as rice blast, brown plant hoppers, and weed.
After about 105 to 130 days, depending on the variety, the rice is ready for harvest. Harvesting can be done manually or with machines, followed by drying, mailing, and packaging.
Water management rice cultivation requires careful attention to water depth at every stage. During the vegetative stage, a shallow water depth of around 5 to 10 centimeters is ideal to support clearing. As the plant enters the reproductive stage, the water level is maintained to protect the developing panicle from heat stress and pest attack.
Fertilization is another key aspect of rice cultivation. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, commonly known as NPK, are the three main nutrients required by rice plant. Nitrogen is especially important as it promotes leaf growth and increases the number of tillers. However, excessive nitrogen can make the plant more susceptible to disease such as rice blast caused by the fungus Picularia aurifica.
Integrated Pest Management or IPM is widely applied in modern rice farming to control pests and disease in a sustainable way. This approach combines biological control, use of resistant varieties, and careful use of pesticide only when necessary, minimizing the environmental impact while maintaining crops productivity. Rice is not only important as a food source, but also plays a major role in the economy. Millions of farmers in Indonesia depend on rice farming for their livelihood.
In addition, rice byproducts such as rice husks in rice straw can be used for animal feed, organic fertilizer, or even renewable energy sources like biomass.
Beyond its role as a food staple, there is also a significant economic role in global trade. Countries such as Thailand, Vietnam, and India are among the world's largest rice exporters, uh, contributing billions of dollars to their national economics as yet.
From a nutritional standpoint, rice provides approximately 20% of the world's dietary energy supply. It is a good source of carbohydrates, contains small amounts of protein, and when consumed as brown rice, also provides dietary fiber, vitamins, and minerals such as magnesium and iron.
Looking ahead, the challenge for agri-technology experts is to develop rice varieties and farming systems that can adapt to climate change, including rising temperatures, unpredictable rainfall, and increasing incidence of drought and flooding. Innovations such as system of rice intensification or SRI and the development of drought tolerant and flood resistant varieties are some of the promising approaches being actively researched today. To summarize, the rice plant or Oryza sativa is a vital crop with distinct botanical characteristics, going through vegetative, reproductive, and ripening stages before it can be harvested.
Proper cultivation techniques, including land preparation, water management, fertilization, and pest control, are essential to achieve optimal yield and quality.
As agrotechnology students, learning about rice cultivation helps us contributes to food security, support farmers, and develop more sustainable and efficient agricultural practice in the future.
Furthermore, as future agrotechnology professionals, we have a responsibility to continue learning and innovating. The knowledge we gain today about rice, its biology, its cultivation, and its importance will become the foundation for us to contribute meaningfully to Indonesian agriculture in the years to come.
We also hope that through this video, viewers can gain a greater appreciation for rice not just as a bowl of food on the table, but as a result of hard work, scientific knowledge, and dedication of millions of farmers across the country.
That concludes our video about the rice plant Oryza sativa.
Thank you very much for watching, and we hope this video gives you useful information about rice cultivation.
We also want to thank our lecturer Muhammad Fadli PhD for his guidance throughout this course. See you in our next video. Goodbye. Good.
Meanwhile, in our universe.
Understand.
Sendiri ketawa.
Bentar. Oh, sakit. Pindah, jangan miring-miring.
Kaki kakak pindah.
Ayo.
You're lecturer Muhammad Fadli PhD. We also hope that through this video, viewers can gain
Gain, bukan grade.
Today we are going to talk about on work. Apa sih?